She said she's done waiting for me to be better. This might end up being an overshare, but I'm in dire straits these days, my guys. I've never had a lot of direction or drive for things like money or objects. You could say I'm a simple man. I met my wife through a mutual friend I was living with about 15 years ago. I had a falling out with a mutual friend, at which time my wife and I started bonding partially over our shared trauma from losing this mutual friend. She is so smart and witty and driven. All the things that I'm not. I was attracted to her instantly and intensely. We have been inseparable since. Along the way I have made mistakes. I gave a half-ass marriage proposal and didn't help plan a lot of the wedding. I'm diagnosed with ADHD and I have a really tough time with emotional intelligence and rejection sensitivity. This was never a problem until it was. We had a child together 6 years ago. He is perfect. My initial dad skills were not. She had postpartum, which I either didn't pick up on or wasn't related to me properly, but I'm not trying to relive past mistakes. She didn't feel supported and so she started creating distance from me. I was struggling as a husband and as a father with someone who was trying her damnedest to continue to be a strong independent woman while having me, half a man-hold as well as a young baby/eventual toddler. Lots of resentment was built up. I may have taken a bit too much frustration out on my boy. This involved yelling, arm grabbing, and a lot of really rough bedtimes that have scarred me for life, and I'm sure they have affected him as well. When I asked for help from my wife, she said she had to deal with it for many years when he was born and now it's my turn. She thought by not stepping in I would just figure it out. I just recently figured it out after almost 3 years of nights like that. So much resentment on both sides. I saw it as punishment for something I didn't know I had done wrong, so I held it against her and still do. I have been in and out of therapy for many years and have been seeing an individual therapist for the last year. I have had issues controlling my anger when I don't feel like I'm being heard when we have discussions. I'm leaving out a lot of details, but this could go on for so many paragraphs. My anger management progress has been slow going due to not being able to slow anything down. Life just keeps barreling down on me with no end in sight and I feel like I can't get a moment to catch my breath. About 9 months ago, we were having an argument while I was driving all three of us back home from somewhere when I lost my cool and made a dangerous driving maneuver. I cannot defend my actions. They were bad and just overtly dangerous. I would have been pulled over and charged with reckless driving or worse if a cop had been there. No one in my life has ever invoked that kind of rage in me except my mom back when I was a teenager. That seems to have been the point of no return. I can't change my actions, that's I've already committed. Things haven't been the same since. She has no patience for me anymore and any small infraction or show of mortality I show is grounds to try to kick me out of the house, as she claims she has no more patience for me and she can no longer wait for me to be a better person. I'm fucking broken. I cannot fathom leaving the house we bought together and not spending every morning and night with my son, but I cannot change her mind, and the harder I try and every time I think I've made some decent progress, she's there to knock me down a peg and remind me how much work I still have to do. I feel like I have no support, which is partially on me for not having any solid friendships throughout my 30s. 35 in 2 weeks. I ask her to have more patience. I ask her to meet me in the middle, but she says she can't. She has set boundaries and is sticking to them. Occasionally we have sex and cuddle and it lulls me into a false sense of comfort and like things are getting better and will be okay one day. She told me today or will take years of more work. I don't think I can live like this for years upon years longer, but I also absolutely can't bear the idea of being away from my son. I'm incredibly torn up inside and just have no idea where to go from here. I was in a men's support group since January, but I fucking hate it and I hate the other guys in the group. Help please.